you grew up in the early 2000s like me, 13 Ghosts might have traumatized you. That's right, the masterpiece from Dark Castle Entertainment was spooky for many things. I mean, you get a stellar performance from Matthew Lillard, Shaggy himself. Like, zoinks, dude! And then my boy Monk is in there. Dude, Monk. Oh my god, Tony Shalhoub. And though the 13 ghosts are shown in this movie spread out, some that have huge moments and then others that have very little, there was always one that kind of disturbed me the most, and that was the Great Child and the Dire Mother. So let's talk about them specifically. Welcome back to Phantom of the Indie Review. I am your host, Ratty. We are on the horizon of my goal of 3,000 subscribers. So if you vibe with this content, if you're little spooksters like myself, if you want to get full tilt boogie down with the darkness, come subscribe. It's a perfect fit for your carnivorous cravings.
What's wrong?
Margaret grew up to be a mere 3 feet in height, and even her own mother would sometimes dress her up like a doll. She could never stand up for herself because of her pint size. She was constantly stared at and picked on as a result. Seeking acceptance, Margaret joined Jimbo's carnival, but she also found that this life as an attraction for people to goggle at her was just as horrible. While Margaret was sweeping up a donkey pen one night, another carnival freak called the Tall Man attacked and sexually assaulted her, causing her to become pregnant and give birth to her son Harold. Margaret never stopped spoiling Harold as he grew, causing him to remain in diapers his entire life and retain his infant mindset. But Margaret didn't care. One day, the circus workers kidnapped Margaret as a part of some cruel joke on her, and they kept her in a sack, tormenting her. But the prank went wrong, and she suffocated and died. When Harold found out his mother was missing, he went on a rage-fueled journey to find her. Harold ransacked most of the carnival, but when he found out that she was left dead in the bag that the workers kept her in, Harold was enraged. Harold killed the circus workers responsible for Margaret's manslaughter with an axe. He didn't stop there. He killed as many people as he could, not knowing if they were responsible for his mother's death or not. It's said after he murdered them, he put their bodies on display for customers to see. When the carnival broker Jimbo found out Harold had done this, he ordered an angry mob to confront and horribly execute Harold. Following their deaths, Harold and Margaret's spirit remained bound to Earth and were captured by Cyrus Criticos to become the Great Child and the Dire Mother. The two were then moved to the basement of his home with 10 other ghosts. And that's the brutal part of fucking 13 Ghosts, man. It's such a genius concept. You have all these ghosts from different time periods, moments, notorious graphic cases, and they're all lumped together in some sort of collection piece by Cyrus, and it's just a genius plot. And the fact that they don't focus heavily on all these monsters is awesome, because I remember watching this movie as a kid being terrified by the Dire Mother and the child a lot. And there's so many more ghosts to talk about, and I really want to, so if you guys want me to, let me know. Alright guys, that's a video. Subscribe, give me a thumber, hit that ding-a-ling button harassing you, telling you, hey, it's me, I'm here, and I'm gonna say it one time for the one time and 2 times for the O's. Give me a hell yeah for horror. Check out that video right there.